This is London's #1 rated hotel on TripAdvisor, the Resident Covent Garden. It has almost exclusively glowing reviews, but could it actually be that good? Tonight, I'm going to test the room, the service, the location, and the price to see if it actually lives up to the hype. Let's go check in.
I got checked in by a very nice member of staff, which I was actually expecting because almost every review said that the staff went above and beyond. Patrick Q32 said, "Joel and team were always making sure we were completely satisfied with our stay. They even provided an extra room next door when we had a leak in our bathroom." Now, the lobby leaves a bit to be desired. It's definitely not one that's meant to be much of a hangout spot. And there aren't any hotel amenities here, so after about 3 minutes, I was ready to head to the room. I had high hopes because math just something said the rooms are large and well utilized with coffee, tea, and even a microwave and plates and cutlery. And others said similar, despite the fact that London hotel rooms are known for being very small. Plus, it's the most important part of staying in a hotel, so fingers crossed.
Now, hotel rooms in central London are notorious for being really small to the point where you can't fit your suitcase, but this room is very, very spacious. It looks like there's 3 closets in this room, but actually one of these is a kitchenette. So let me show you. So in this kitchenette, you have almost everything that you would need to be here for at least a week. So microwave, plates, bowls, glasses, wine glass, mugs, coffee machine, Nespresso, hello, kettle, which I'll use for tea in the morning. They give you the Nespresso pods and the tea on all the extras. And what's cool about this sink is this side is actually a Brita filter. So this is filtered water. London water is pretty safe to drink anyway, but it's nice to have filtered water. That is extra special. And then down here we have a fridge, all the utensils that you would need, and then a trash bin that actually has different sections so you can do recycling, which most hotels still are not doing these days. That is great. And then when you don't want to look at this, you just tuck it away like this. The closet that's right next to it, this is a quote closet, so I already hung up my jacket in there. That is super handy. You could fit shoes up there, anything that you don't really need too much. Because the room is so spacious, there's enough room for a table and chairs, which I always think is a nice touch, especially when I usually have to get some work done. They've left me a little note saying thanks for staying, and a bottle of red wine, and 2 glasses. I only need 1. They've given me a king bed, so I'm obviously gonna test that out later, but I love the lighting that's around the bed. You can shut it off with these lights, switches here, and also there's little reading lights for later if you are with someone and don't wanna keep them up. This is the main proper closet. You've got a safe, which is always good to have, an iron, slippers, yes, great, I will take those. Drawers, hair dryer, a good hair dryer. There's dry cleaning and laundry if you want it to get done. Ironing board. This is for if you want to put your suitcase on top of this. I would probably try to unpack a lot of stuff, hang it up here with the hangers, and then put my suitcase in there, but it depends on the side. And then more storage up here.
Before I continue the room tour, let me remind you that on your trip to London, you do need to have your phone connected to the internet to do things like get directions, get taxis, contact your family and friends so that they know that you're safe and having way more fun than they are. But using your phone abroad can be really expensive, and using a local physical SIM card can get kind of annoying. You have to wait in a line at the airport to get one. It changes your number and plastic. But you can save time, money, and the planet by using an Airlo eSIM, which is a digital SIM for your phone that lets you use it for affordable local rates all around the world. I'm currently planning a month trip to South Africa, and this will save me a lot of money. It's easy to get an Airalo eSIM. Just download the Airalo app and search for your destination that you're traveling to. They cover over 200 regions and countries. Then pick your package and follow the simple instructions to install and activate your eSIM once you get to your destination. Just keep in mind, you do need to double check that your device is compatible with eSIMs. You should install the Airalo app today so you don't forget about it when it comes time for your trip and you're like, what was Jess talking about? You'll have it on your phone, ready to go. Just click the link in the description box or scan this QR code to download the app and use my discount code LOVEAndLondon3 to get money off your first Airalo eSIM. Thanks to Airalo for supporting us and making this video possible.
One thing that I judge a hotel on massively is if there is a full-length mirror in the room. I hate when there is not one because I can't look at my full outfit. But luckily in this room, there's actually 2 mirrors, so 1 full length here, also with great lighting from the closet. But having 2 set up like this means I can also look at the back of my hair and the back of my outfit. So I get all angles. Yes, please, thank you. We've got 2 robes that come with the room. One of my favorite things about staying in a hotel is getting a robe to relax in before bed and after the shower. One thing I'm still seeing a lot of luxury hotels do in their bathrooms is have like plastic toiletries. And it's just like, it's not good for the environment. We're trying to get rid of plastic. So I like what they've done here. So at the sink, they've done Molten Brown, which is quite a nice brand. It's from London. Dispensers of body lotion. Here's a hand and body wash dispenser. And then in the shower, they've done the same. So there's hand and body wash, shampoo, and I'm guessing that is conditioner. Yes, perfect. I don't like the shampoo conditioner combo. It always dries my hair out. So having the option is much better. And they give you all these little extras, but they're in what appears to be like more eco-friendly options. So they're not in plastic, they're in paper, dental kit, probably a bamboo toothbrush, but I'll have a look at that. Vanity kit, shower cap, nail file, comb, shaving kit, won't need that one. So I like that they've done that. That's a better option for sure. Now there's no bath in this bathroom, which is fine by me. I don't have kids that are with me. Well, I don't have kids. I don't have kids in general, but also I don't like baths, so I don't want to take one. But I'm gonna see how big this shower actually is. Okay, we were judging by how many people you could fit in here for some shenanigans. I think you could fit comfortably 1, 2, and then maybe you could squish in a 3rd. It would be tight shenanigans, but it could be done if you needed it to be. I noticed that there's a waterfall shower head, which is the best kind of shower head. I will test that out tomorrow morning. But also for people who don't want to use that, they've got a handle as well. And a place to put your toiletries. That is a detail that gets missed out quite a lot. Oh, also, especially for the non-Europeans, there is what looks like a fantastic heated towel rail, and it has proper settings to be able to turn it on and turn it off. And sometimes the old ones don't work, but this looks proper new. I'm actually gonna turn that on right now. Get those towels warmed up for my shower tomorrow. Now, it looks like there's a little like balcony here, and this door, it looks like you can open it. And then there's a second door. Oh, but it's, okay. You can't open it any more than that. But if you wanted to, in the summer, let some air in, you could do that. But it's freezing in January, so we're not gonna do that today. One thing I will say is that you're probably gonna keep these curtains closed on this side because I don't wanna zoom in too close, but right across the way there is an office. I mean, nobody will be there at night, but kind of want to keep your privacy during the day. Okay, overall, my first impression of the room is that it is very good. Lots of space, lots of stuff that's put in this room to make it comfortable. I'm getting a very cozy vibe. Also, what you can't see is the cleanliness and the details. And everything is in perfect condition and squeaky clean. So overall, I think this room has been great so far. Okay, I just went down and asked about breakfast. I was pretty sure they didn't do anything, but they do have this thing where they can basically deliver you breakfast from the coffee shop next door. It's one of the Soho coffee places, which is pretty decent. And the prices are pretty good. I might actually do this because it's basically room service for hopefully okay food. And I love eating in bed, so I think I'm gonna do this. Now let's talk about the location. It's pretty great. As I said, this hotel is just off the Strand, which is a very central street, just off of Covent Garden, which is, of course, basically the center of the city. It's a very popular area for tourists to go to. And in terms of getting anywhere else in the city, you've got Charing Cross, Embankment, Leicester Square, and a few other stations that are just a few minutes walk away. So you can basically get anywhere you need to. As I've said, there's no dining facilities or bar in this hotel, so you're gonna be going out for all of your meals. And on the Strand, directly outside of this hotel, you're gonna wanna avoid a lot of those places just because they're mostly chain takeaway / fast food restaurants that are not that good. But the good news is just a couple of minutes walk away towards Covent Garden and in many other directions, you can find some fantastic restaurants. In fact, if you have one of my London itineraries or my casual tourist guides, you'll find pinned in this area lots of really good locally loved restaurants that I think you will think are amazing. And tonight, I'm actually gonna go try a new restaurant that I've been wanting to go to that's nearby, and I'm gonna go meet Danny, who works for me, and take her out because we're gonna celebrate that we just finished our 2 launches of our London and our Paris itineraries. And in the meantime, I'm gonna get some work done, and then I'm gonna go down to the lobby at 6 because there is a free glass of wine at like a happy hour from 6 to 7 o'clock in the lobby for guests. And if there's anything you should know about me, it's that I will never pass up anything that's free, especially if it's alcoholic. So I'll take you with me when we go.
I've just worked out something kind of weird. So I put on the TV, BBC Radio 1, so I could have some like background music while I am working, while sitting on the bed. And it started playing in the bathroom and not from the TV. And there's actually a button outside where you can increase or decrease, now it's really loud, increase or decrease the volume in the bathroom. So you can listen to, I guess, TV or radio while you're showering. I think that's cool. I've never seen that before. So I headed down to happy hour, and while it was not the social event that Coco ATL's review made it out to be, saying we had a great time at the free happy hour one night and met other interesting travelers, I sat and chatted with one of the staff members for a good half hour before heading out for dinner. I have to tell you, as someone who doesn't live in central London, it's really fun to be staying so central that I can walk through Covent Garden to head to dinner reservations. It's so nice and quiet in the evenings. I met with Danny and we ate at Penelope's, an Israeli restaurant, which was quite good, but nothing particularly groundbreaking. Then it was just 10 minutes back to the hotel. One thing I did worry about with the location of this hotel is the noise coming from the street, from the Strand, which is a very busy road, and also from the underground. Now, Madeline M. on TripAdvisor said, the windows were triple glazed, so no sound travels from the busy streets. But Madeline has not met the world's lightest sleeper, me. So I'm going to go to bed and I will report back in the morning if these triple glazed windows actually did their job. Good night. Hi, you guys don't happen to have any, like, firmer pillows, do you? I just called to see if they have firmer pillows. I like really hard pillows. And these ones are okay. I can deal with them, but if they have firm ones, I would definitely prefer that. And sometimes hotels have an assortment of pillows that you can choose from. We'll see. Yeah. Firm pillow. That's going to be a much better sleep. Thank you very much. Good morning. How did I sleep? Well, happy to report that Madeline was right. The room was very quiet. I think I heard one really loud truck go by in the night. Didn't hear anything from the underground. So I had a great sleep. And this bed is very comfortable. It's firm, which is what I like. My firm pillow helped as well. So I would say that the sleep I got here was maybe 10 out of 10. A note on the accessibility of this hotel. It seems very accessible. In fact, Michelle in a review said, the wheelchair accessible room is very nice. Sruthi is amazing and went above and beyond to make everything accessible for my mother and ordering taxis and everything.
I did some research before I checked in, and they have an entire PDF explaining all the accessible parts of the hotel and everything to know, like which entrance to come into. They've got accessible rooms for people with wheelchairs. They even have things for people who are hard of hearing. So seems like this is a good spot if you need an accessible hotel. Okay, my breakfast is going to be delivered in about a half hour, so I'm gonna make myself a tea and then a coffee and probably get a little bit of work done before it's time to eat.
Thank you so much.
Okay, breakfast is here.
This is my mushroom and egg sandwich that I ordered.
I love eating in bed. You know what? Now, having had that breakfast, I think it's a really good option for them to have in case you don't want to head out or you're in a rush. But if I was here for a few days, I would either go to a grocery store and pick up some stuff and utilize the fridge that's here, or I would just take advantage of the fact that I'm staying in Covent Garden and go try like a million good breakfast places. But yeah, good option to have if you need it. Okay, I'm gonna make myself a coffee, and they have a decaf option already, which is not usually the case. And then I'm gonna get ready.
They're really nice. I called down and be like, how does this work? And they sent someone up, which is lovely. But I kind of figured it out that I hadn't put water in. But they were very helpful. Okay, I'm gonna check out soon. Do I think this hotel deserves to be #1 on TripAdvisor for London? First, let me tell you how much this costs, and then I'll give you my final thoughts. So I'm staying here on a weekday at the end of January, and this room rate was £232 or around $282 for the night.
Just from the future here, the room rate I give you is not correct because they actually upgraded me to a superior room and I didn't grab the rate for that before I checked in. But I'm seeing that a superior room at the beginning of February is £323 for the night. And I would imagine the early Jan would have been a little bit cheaper than that. But also that superior room can fit 3 people because they can bring in a cot, which is important to note.
FYI, I was comped this room so I could try it out with absolutely no obligation to make a review or any content about it. Okay, so the room. Overall, it's a great size for central London. I love the kitchenette. It is super quiet, and in general, I just felt very comfortable here. The staff are 10 out of 10. A lot of reviews on TripAdvisor talked about how great they were, and they were not lying. I actually had like a 30-minute conversation with one of the staff when I was having my happy hour drink downstairs last night, and they are just like going above and beyond for everything. Location, you cannot beat it. Right next to Covent Garden, you've got like basically everything on your doorstep that you need, plus you can get to other parts of London very easily. Now, I would have liked a little bit more of a vibey lobby and maybe like a bar or a restaurant. I love a good hotel bar, but the fact that they don't have that, I think is why they're able to keep the room rates fairly reasonable for what they give you. So I do get why this is the #1 rated hotel on TripAdvisor in all of London. If you want to see how much this hotel is for the dates that you're going to be traveling here, there is a link in the description box that you can click, or you can use this QR code, just scan it with your phone and it'll open up a page for you to have a look at. And next up, you should definitely watch my video about the best areas to stay when you're visiting London, and you can do that by clicking the box that's popping up right over here. And I'll see you in the next video.